This week on TNA Xplosion, Xia Miller goes around the ring with one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions representing the ABC, Ace Austin. The Dom West, you gotta be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week. In case you missed it, and our main event, we'll see KC Navarro go one-on-one with Eric Young. But first, it's knockouts action as Mila Moore faces Xia Brookside. Xplosion starts now.
Is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Long Island, New York, Mila Moore.
Tonight on TNA Xplosion, we're in Tampa, Florida, set for knockouts action. Mila Moore ready to go one-on-one with the angel of the ring, Xia Brookside.
Oh, and you know I'm excited to see my girl. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen Mila Moore. She has had a couple opportunities within the Knockouts division, but she's here to set a new tone for herself here tonight.
Certainly will have the height and size advantage against Brookside.
Her opponent from Liverpool, England, Xia Brookside.
Now, it's great to see a smile back on the face of Xia Brookside, considering what we saw recently on Impact, the wedding of PCO and Steph DeLander. Yes, PCO and Steph did get married that night in Montreal, but it was a disaster.
And yet still the most successful pro wrestling wedding that's ever happened.
Theoretically.
At least in this company.
The honeymoon that we saw play out last week on Impact was also a nightmare.
Yeah, less than stellar. Not what a lot of people wanted to see. But I'm so excited to see Xia Brookside. Do you listen to that music? It says, I am where I belong. She has found her home, not just here in TNA, but in the Knockouts division. And she's only just getting started. I mean, the sky, no pun intended, is the limit. Well, really, it's not the limit for the Angel of the Ring.
You're going to be unbiased in this match, right?
Oh, of course, of course. That's just what my friend.
You are pulsating and radiating in a way I did not know was possible. Calm down, woman.
Women support women. Knockouts
No, that's a
support
wonderful
knockouts.
thing. I get that. Such a thing as an unbiased journalist.
All right. I'll call it down the middle, but right now, Xia's in control.
I'm just going to sit this one out. You go ahead and call it. Oh, and a drop kick there by Brookside, sending Moore into the corner.
Oh.
Now Moore able to turn it around. Brookside onto the top turnbuckle. Oh, left for a crossbody. Caught by Moore.
Yeah, there's that size advantage you mentioned.
Oh, shoulders down. Oh, what a kick out there by Mila Moore. Xia Brookside, who her first match in this company was in Ultimate X back in Hard to Kill in January in Las Vegas. We will see the return of Ultimate X at Emergence on Friday, August 30th, live on TNA Plus in Louisville, Kentucky. The X Division Championship will be on the line that night. You can get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com.
I believe Mila Moore had a hold of the hair.
Able to take control that way. Referee Daniel Spencer admonishing Mila Moore. Now Brookside from the second rope, went for the crossbody again.
There we go.
Got it this time. More shoulders down and a kick out.
Xia doing her best to stay on top of Mila. Oh.
Out of the corner. Oh, a big clothesline by Mila Moore. That has put Xia Brookside down, and I have to ask your conversations with Xia Brookside, the fallout from the wedding of PCO and Steph DeLander. How is Xia feeling about all this? Oh, a double stomp. Went to the spine.
There were a lot of tears after that wedding, of course. I mean, there's always tears at a wedding, but not the kind that we saw. And I think Xia was just as heartbroken as Steph DeLander that Matt Cardona would come out and ruin Steph's big night. Something that, I mean, Xia really helped to initiate the relationship between PCO and Steph DeLander. She encouraged...
Cover to the leg and a kick out by Brookside.
She encouraged Steph DeLander to give him a chance. And once it all came together so beautifully, and then Cardona just had to ruin it.
Back elbow there by Brookside. Oh, look at this, going for a head scissors here, trying to pull back. Going for the octopus. Oh! Cover, hook to the leg and a kick out. Oh, face first into the top turnbuckle. Oh, Brookside having a lot of trouble here right now. I don't know if she's going to be able to make it to the after party at the TNA Hall of Famer. It's house Gail Kim here in Tampa, Florida after Xplosion. I'll tell you that much.
We'll get her some ice, and my girl can rally.
I mean, I'd be upset. You know, I wouldn't necessarily want to hang out with Gail.
Well, I don't know who wouldn't want to hang out with Gail Kim.
Well, let's say Gail gave you the wrong information or something like that, you know? Give you the wrong address.
Oh. You think we don't know where she lives?
Oh, big clothesline. Now Brookside able to level Mila Moore. Off of the ropes. Oh, wait a minute, down goes Moore. And Brookside has got the fans behind her in Tampa.
Mila Moore went head first into that mat, but now it's time for Xia to capitalize.
Ooh, double knees. Version of broken wings. And now leaps into the neck breaker. Moore is down, out to the inside leg and a kick out. Brookside can't end the matchup.
Not yet. Not yet. Have some faith in my girl. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be anybody's match, is what I mean.
Right for the kick to the head there. Moore able to duck it. And now Moore, oh, that leg drop right across the midsection. Is it enough to end the night for Brookside and a kick out? Well, frustration on the face of Mila Moore.
Yes, I spoke with her earlier today, and one thing she's certainly not lacking in is self-confidence.
Oh, double knees right to the face.
And so anytime things don't go her way...
Cover, and oh, and a kick out.
She tends to get a little frustrated.
Now Xia Brookside, you can see that grit and determination on her face. Trying to control the larger opponent. Again, Moore going back to smart strategy here, just using her size and strength against Brookside.
Sure, absolutely.
Kick right to the face.
Uh-oh.
Now Xia, Brooksy bomb! Cover! Xia Brookside puts away Mila Moore.
Here's your winner, Xia Brookside.
This is where she belongs, and she belongs on top of the Knockouts division, and this is just the beginning.
An excellent victory for Xia Brookside tonight on TNA Xplosion. Still to come, it's KC Navarro against the world-class maniac Eric Young. But up next, TNA Plus presents From the Vault here on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now TNA Plus presents From the Vault. The rules of this match, no countouts, no disqualifications. You gotta climb these, oh my God, you gotta climb these metal beams, scale the cables, unhook the championship, and get down to the canvas with the title in hand.
And nobody is wasting time here. They are going right for it. 4 people climbing the ropes.
Down goes Bay, trying to pick off Rich Swann. It's Christian and Grace. Imagine if Jordan Grace captured the title tonight. Now it's Blake Christian who's pulled down by the Hassett. And now Vincent into the fray. Jordan Grace.
Early on.
has the distinction of being the only woman to ever compete in multiple Ultimate X matches. Of course, the first ever women's Ultimate X match took place at Hard to Kill back in January.
Yeah, that was your welcome to the Impact brand here.
A Hurricane Rana, center of the ring here by Miguel as he drops Vincent. So now Miguel's got an opportunity to breathe here, as I think he just took out one of his earring and he tossed it to a fan.
You wouldn't want the ropes or the cables or anything to get caught that and rip your ear off. So good move on Trey there.
Now Miguel is up to the cable here, trying to scale back to his championship.
And you can't understate how much effort it takes to just scale across there. You ever done monkey bars?
No.
Well, if you have, oh God, kick right upside the head there. It takes a lot of effort just to hold yourself up there. Let alone fight like these guys are.
Super kick by Miguel. Rich Swann trying to get in the act and beats a foot. Oh, 2 for 1 for your girlfriend's favorite wrestler. And now Bay, with the field cleared, he's got to scale these metal beams.
He's going right back for it.
Oh! And this is by far the most popular show of the WrestleCon weekend. We have a fantastic crowd here inside the Fairmont Hotel. And now look at this. I believe Jordan Grace is thinking Muscle Buster. Eat your heart out, Samoa Joe. And the clothesline plus a Muscle Buster. Oh, now Blake Christian getting in on the act.
Huge splash.
Blake Christian, who's literally been all over the map this weekend here in Dallas, as have many of these wrestlers.
Absolutely, so much action going on here in Dallas this weekend. But this, to me, is the pinnacle of it all.
Oh, double knees after the DVD. Trey Miguel, of course, a title defense here at the Multiverse of Matches. Can he clear his path towards Rebellion and another defense? But right now it's Blake Christian trying to get to the championship.
Inching closer here, but the champion back in the ring.
Trey Miguel in defense of his title. Oh! Dropping Blake Christian center of the ring. And now Miguel.
Take it up.
Into the barricade.
And the X Division champion is on fire. One of his biggest challenges here to date in his championship reign. You gotta have 6 eyes in the back of your head.
Back up to the cables. Now Miguel trying to scale towards the center, towards the X. Trying to get to his X Division crown, which he's held for 160 days. Ripped down by Vincent. Oh!
Tries to fight him off here.
Oh!
But just like that, the champ drop flatliner.
Beautiful flatliner preceded by the Saito suplex. Vincent, he's unpredictable to say the least.
I mean, everybody in Honor No More, that whole group as a whole is relatively unpredictable, making chaos wherever they go, but Vincent is kind of at the heart of that. Wild, uncontrollable.
Vincent trying to head up to the cables here, very, very cautious. This is his first ever appearance in an Ultimate X match. Scaling towards the championship, appears to have a clear path. Trying to get himself closer and closer to the championship, and now it's Rich Swann. Rich Swann ripping down Vincent. What a kick!
Beautiful kick upside the chin and letting him know how he feels about it.
Oh, and the cutter center of the ring.
Rich, like you said earlier, time, the one man in the match who knows what it feels like to climb that X, to grab that championship, and to leave as a champion. Can he do it again?
Look at this, leaping up to the cable for going climbing up the metal beam there. Oh,
lost his grip there, and that's all it takes is 1 second of a change in the grip, and you're all of a sudden flat on the mat.
Beautiful spine buster there by Chris Bay, trying to load up for something else. Oh, finesse!
And that's wonderful. That's amazing. That's a beautiful thing. But at the end of the day, it ain't about a pinfall. Chris Bay got to get up there and climb.
Now Chris Bay, thinking maybe the same thing Swann did. Yes, leaps up here to the cable, now trying to make it to the championship.
Bullet Club in full force this weekend. Bay could be looking to bring the title on them, but look out behind. Blake Christian coming with the same idea. and we got kicks in midair here.
Two wrestlers on the same cable. You can see it bending there. Bay goes down. What does Christian got to do here? Goes down. Oh, Canadian Destroyer, center of the ring.
That's an ultimate destroyer right there.
Oh! And a shot there to Jordan Grace. Now Trey Miguel, you can see sliding in there. Going after Blake Christian on a drop kick. 46th Ultimate X match in history, and Trey Miguel is showing out.
Beautiful tope con hilo there. Another handspring kick there. The action does not stop in the X division, and it has not stopped in this Ultimate X matchup.
Now Blake Christian all on his lonesome.
What's he think? No way. Go for the championship, kid. Go for the championship, Blake.
He's climbing up this metal truss.
Looking to take out the field here. He's got some scary ideas.
Oh, heart! Blake Christian. And now center of the ring, Jordan Grace. No woman has ever officially won the X Division title.
But remember how close Jordan Grace was in that first ever Knockouts Ultimate X. Could this be her moment, her chance?
And now look at this, very smart here by Jordan Grace.
Taking some of the load off there, using your legs and arms, doubling up the effort. Trey just using his hands. Who gets there first? It's Jordan.
Jordan Grace is there, trying to unhook the championship. Remember, he's got to unhook it and then get down to the canvas with the title intact.
Great core strength here from both competitors. Vincent pulling Jordan Grace down.
Oh, now look at Miguel. Miguel's all on his own, trying to unhook the championship. He lifts off the title down to the canvas. Miguel retains. And now here on TNA Xplosion, it's time for the Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of the late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5, last week on Impact, Jordan Grace held an open challenge for her Knockouts World Championship. It was answered by Rosemary. It was a hard-hitting matchup until Ash by Elegance and the personal concierge disrupted the match. The bout was thrown out, and needless to say, Jordan Grace was furious last night on Impact. At number 4, last week on NXT as a part of the Great American Bash, it was a heartbreaking scene as Wes Lee turned his back on the Rascals after Wes Lee and Zachary Wentz came up short to Axiom and Nathan Frazier in their bid for the NXT Tag Team titles. Wes Lee assaulted Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. How will the Rascals move forward now in TNA and in NXT? At number 3, speaking of the NXT TNA crossover, it was last week on Impact that Joe Hendry was in our main event, and he defeated Wolfgang of Gallus earlier on in the week as a part of NXT's Great American Bash. Joe Hendry had taken out Joe Coffey live on NXT. Joe Hendry continues to build momentum in 2 companies. At number 2, last week on Impact, it was announced that Bound for Glory this year will emanate live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus from Detroit, Michigan on Saturday, October 26th. Now, the ticket pre-sale is for TNA Plus subscribers only, beginning this coming Thursday, August 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Time via etix.com, and this will continue until the general on sale the next day, Friday, August 23rd, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, again at etix.com. And at number 1, last week on Impact, Josh Alexander put a challenge to Nick Nemeth that if he is indeed a fighting champion, that Alexander wants a TNA World title shot. Well, Nemeth responded with an edge. He put down Alexander last week on Impact, and then the 2 of them went to war last night on Impact, and we've learned that at Emergence, it'll be Nemeth versus Alexander for the TNA World Championship once again, this time in a 1-hour Iron Man match. Still to come, it's singles action as the high-flying KC Navarro faces the 2-time TNA World Champion Eric Young. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Xia Miller, starring one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Ace Austin of the ABC. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Xia Miller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Around the Ring. As always, I'm your host, Xia Miller, and today I have what? I'm sorry. What was your name again? It was Austin Nace.
It's alphabetical, so it's very easy to remember.
Oh, yeah. You're part of that ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ace Austin. Thanks for sitting down with me today, buddy.
Sure.
You know that you were going to be back here. You were the first ever for the Xia Miller run of Around the Ring.
That's right.
Why? Because I forced you into it, and you're back.
And here we are again.
Again, I forced him into it.
Yeah.
But there is a reason, because
Okay.
the first time, I kind of didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
You were really my guinea pig.
And you're good at winging it.
I don't know about that, but so I want to have you back on here for a regular Around the Ring.
Okay.
We got a little existential last time.
I don't even remember what we talked about last time. So.
And you know what? We'll just scrub it from the record. Somebody just get rid of that one, because this is the real one. They need to know. They need to know who Ace Austin is. And first of all, Ace Austin is indeed the love of my life. We've been together for 5 years.
That's
and
public information now?
I mean, on this show, this is not real. But he is my own personal Twitch streamer. He doesn't have a Twitch, but I really enjoy watching people play video games. So, like, if it comes down to, like, us watching a movie or a TV show, I'm like, can you just play a video game? Because I kind of just want to watch you play. And right now, you're on some really good stuff.
Yeah.
I need you to talk about being the ghost. I need you to talk about plundering the Seven Seas. I need you to talk about using the Force.
Okay.
Going on expeditions. What are you playing right now?
Well, what I'm playing right now, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm usually pretty late to the party on popular video games.
He's a little busy.
Yeah,
You're a little busy.
I'm a little busy.
As a world tag team champion.
Yeah, you know, as a very famous professional wrestler, I haven't had a lot of time for video games over the last 9.5 years, but I have always enjoyed video games, so I try to take some time to play whenever I can. Some of my favorites over the years, my all-time favorites are definitely the Batman games, the Arkham games, of course. And then we have, like, the Uncharted series. That's another one of my favorites. Dishonored. Those are some of my favorite games as well.
I forced him out of getting a hand tattoo one time because I was like, those will not be in my wedding photos.
Yeah.
So after we get married, you'll see a hand tattoo.
We're gonna get a hand tattoo. But right now, well, yeah. So because of how busy I've always been, I always have a back catalog of video games that I've bought and never played. Yeah. So I have lots of those just waiting to be played. But right now,
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. So Ghost of Tsushima is what we're on now. We're giving that a try because of a friend of ours strongly encouraged that I play it.
Big Pound.
Big
Shout
Pound.
out for
Shout out. Yeah. So Ghost of Tsushima is awesome. It's very detailed, incredible next-gen game.
It's like Red Dead, but it's like
Samurai.
Yeah. Samurai Red Dead.
It's like Samurai Red Dead. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. I just recently replayed Red Dead Redemption so that I could play Red Dead Redemption 2 again. So we're getting there.
Oh, I'm so excited.
The Star Wars, what was it? Jedi Survivor? Jedi Survivor's the new Star Wars game right now, so I'm on that one. And it's a little long, but yeah, it's a good time. And what else? Oh yeah, Sea of Thieves. I'm not much of a multiplayer game kind of guy, but our friend Pound, he again, strongly encouraged that we jump on Sea of Thieves because that's something that we can play together cross-platform. He plays on PC at home, and we've been having a great time.
Yeah, and it's been a great time to watch it all go down. So I really think the next step for you is to have a Twitch stream because
I should.
All the games you play are really interesting, and it's really interesting to watch you play them and watch you figure things out. And then especially the multiplayer, it's really fun. So I think everybody just spam him and make a Twitch because then I'll help. I have a Twitch.
You have Twitch streamed at least once before. I have not.
Okay, I'll help. All right, so that's our next endeavor. Thank you for coming back. We'll have you on 8 more times, I'm sure.
This is it. We're not talking about nothing else?
That's all the time we have today, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, we only get 4 minutes.
That's rough.
And you yap.
I like to talk about donuts. That's why I wore the headband. We're not even gonna get there.
I already did that with Jake something. Sorry. We'll do
Stealing my gimmick?
We'll do it next time.
Stealing
anyway,
my gimmick? Is that what he's doing?
This has been Around the Ring.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact? No problem, as we'll get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It, next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
Can he hit the finishing shot here and put this one away with the world title on the line?
Time is winding down on this TNA World Championship match. In our main event, the champion Nick Nemeth is in a bad way right now against the challenger Josh Alexander. The walking weapon shoots the half. Can he capture the TNA World title? And a kick out. It was moments ago on the outside of the ring that Nemeth was sent into the steel steps right in front of our announce desk, and Alexander wisely followed up with a backbreaker, but still couldn't capture the TNA World title.
Well, Josh Alexander has broken Nemeth down from every angle, but he keeps kicking out. And now you got to imagine that Josh Alexander, the frustration is starting to build.
The longer and longer this match wears on, as you said, it does appear to favor Josh Alexander.
And I still do believe that. However, Nick Nemeth is staying in this, withstanding some punishment I wouldn't think anybody else could.
Alexander going up to the top turnbuckle to meet Nemeth.
Grabbing Nemeth here in a belly to back.
And Nemeth turning around into a cover, pressing the shoulders down. Alexander rolled through. Handful of tights, and a kick out.
Two counters back to back. Alexander head first into the buckle.
Oh, danger zone! Danger zone! But can Nemeth capitalize?
Too much has been taken out of Nick Nemeth. He can't roll over for the cover. That was a huge shot. He's got to crawl, he's got to move.
Nemeth trying to get to the cover. Oh, and Alexander rolled out of the ring. Nemeth could have had him. Nemeth could have retained his title right there.
And look out.
DDT by the champion.
Look at Nemeth, look at the urgency.
Scrambling into the ring, hook to both legs. Oh, and a kick out by Alexander.
Alexander staying in this fight too.
Desperation time for the TNA World Champion. And Nick Nemeth is answering the call.
We've already seen a danger zone. The DDT on the floor. What's it gonna take?
Go for another danger zone. Alexander able to avoid it. Nemeth sent right shoulder first into the steel post.
A nasty landing there. Nasty collision and another one right in front of us.
Nemeth sent post to post. Now up into the shoulders. Josh Alexander has control. Snake eyes into the middle turnbuckle.
Snake eyes, almost like a long dart into that middle buckle. Nemeth, look, Nemeth is slumped over. Nemeth is out.
Is it just a matter of time now?
He's right where the walking weapon wants him. Look out!
Middle of the ring, went for the C4 spike. Danger zone! Cover! And the timekeeper has called for the bell. Time.
The 30-minute time limit has expired. This match has been declared a draw. Therefore, still TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth.
And again, due to the TV time remaining, there was a 30-minute time limit on this matchup. Nick Nemeth is beside himself. He thought he had Alexander dead to rights. And Nemeth is saying, how about 5 more minutes? Come on, let him fight!
The people in Tampa want it. Nemeth wants it. We've reached the limit allotted for our TV show. But
Look at the face of Nick Nemeth. He's ready to go. Josh Alexander rolls out of the ring.
Walking weapon already put up a hell of a fight here. But wait a second.
And Nemeth dragging Alexander back to the ring. Nemeth wants 5 more minutes. Will it be made official? Oh, and a low blow by Alexander. Now he wants the bell rung. Now he wants 5 more minutes. Give me a break.
Alexander is incensed. He wants it on his terms, on his time.
Alexander saw the look in Nick Nemeth's eye that the wanted man could keep going, and he didn't want any part of it.
This belongs to me.
Alexander controlled much of this matchup, but Nick Nemeth had a lot more left in the tank. How much are these two willing to endure for the TNA World Title? Up next, it's your TNA Xplosion main event as KC Navarro goes one-on-one with Eric Young. This match is next. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event.
Who's blessed? It's God body, not your body. Spirit in my body, risen above everybody, and that's on God against anybody.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from Miami, Florida, KC Navarro.
We're ready for action here in Tampa, Florida on TNA Xplosion. It was last week on Impact. We saw KC Navarro take part in one of the qualifying matches for Ultimate X, which we'll see go down at Emergence on Friday, August 30th, live on TNA Plus in Louisville, Kentucky. That night, the X Division Championship will be on the line in Ultimate X.
And while KC Navarro unfortunately did not qualify for that Ultimate X match, he certainly has X Division written all over it.
Couldn't agree more. Navarro has all the ability in the world.
You can run for a long time. You can run for a long time.
His opponent from Franklin, Tennessee, he is the world-class maniac, Eric Young!
Meanwhile, as of late, the two-time TNA World Champion, Eric Young, lately has been tied up with Hammerstone. Encountered him on the countdown to Slammiversary in an impromptu matchup. We saw the recent mixed tag team matchup where Hammerstone scored a submission victory against Young. Now there's the issue of Hammerstone, and it appears there's an issue cropping up between Eric Young and one Steve Mack. Heartbeat of TNA, the way that he set the tone for the return of TNA back in Hard to Kill in January meant so much to everyone in this company and TNA fans all over the world. He dives into the ring here against KC Navarro. These two have never gone one-on-one ever before. EY's got one X Division championship to his name, plus too many other championships to name, and the course of this show here at TNA. He is arguably the most accomplished TNA wrestler of all time.
I mean, I'll take your word for it. He certainly has tenure, but I know now he's got a lot of anger.
And rightfully so. EY's earned a lot of respect over the years, and Navarro's showing him a lot of disrespect, telling Young to get out of the ring. Oh, back elbow. Oh! And a little turnabout is fair play by EY.
Hey, they say you get what you give, and KC just got it.
Oh! Big boot there by Young. And EY's got a big smile on his face. He's having some fun right now in Xplosion.
Yeah, I can imagine it's pretty fun to...
Ooh. Navarro able to catch himself there around the post, went around him. Able to connect with that strike to Young. That's the quickness of Navarro.
I was about to say, beat the smugness off of KC Navarro, but
off the sling blade. Here's the cover, kick out by Young.
He's certainly confident, and he's earned that confidence. Only 25 years old and has been wrestling since 2015 and is no stranger to TNA. We've seen him several times and always very, very impressive action from KC Navarro.
I believe it was the Countdown to Under Siege in Albany, New York. He was a last-minute replacement to challenge then TNA Digital Media Champion Laredo Kid. It's the old adage in wrestling, not a lot of opportunities come around when you're good and ready for them. You have to just stay ready, so to speak, and he put on a hell of a show that night. Really impressed a lot of people in TNA.
He's also certainly impressed with himself.
That's true.
I spoke with KC earlier today. He says God put him on this earth to bless it.
Oh, the neck snap out of the corner. KC Navarro trying to use his speed. Double stop there. Not enough, however, to put away Eric Young.
The TNA fans letting KC Navarro what they think of him.
Now Young trying to battle back. Navarro off of the ropes, caught up by EY. Oh, the DDT, great counter by Navarro. Here's a cover. Look to the leg, get a kick out.
Come on!
Eric Young obviously at the advantage with the size and experience, but KC Navarro has that quickness and that youth on his side. Oh, what's he got planned now?
And Navarro trying to set up Eric Young here. Young close to the center of the ring. Navarro can fly with the best of them, however.
Certainly.
All the way up top. All thinking about a frog splash, and Young able to avoid it.
Ouch.
That might have taken all the wind out of the lungs of KC Navarro.
Yeah, it's hard to be quick when you can't breathe.
And now Eric Young has second win in this match. Boot right to the face of Navarro. Oh! It's youth versus experience here on Xplosion, and this is why he's a former world champion.
Blow after crushing blow. Ooh.
Young to the outside. Patrons volley, better look out. KC Navarro went to meet Young, very well aware of what he can do. Young's calling for it. Young wants the elbow drop. Got it. Cover. Young puts down Navarro.
Here is your winner, Eric Young.
KC Navarro, always impressive, but the heartbeat, as you said, of TNA. Eric Young is the winner on Xplosion.
Hammerstone and Steve Macklin keeping a close eye on the world-class maniac. Eric Young racks up a victory here on Xplosion.